All right. Gotta reform the group. Stupid thing made me go link dead. So yes, link dead. Link dead sucks. Main assist. Set main tank. Come on. What am I getting? Lag spikes now? This is crazy. Hey, at least a horror guard spawned right here. I guess that's sort of a good thing. Wait, did I already kill all the horror guards that I needed? That's lame. Or did I just like butcher a bunch of horror guards while I was link dead? That would have just been really lame. Okay. This dumb thing. I'm back. Hey, Soup. Hopefully everything's okay, like the sound is okay. Please let me know if it's not. Sound good. Okay, thank you. Yeah. It was my VPN, I guess. So I don't know. You know, sure, do I feel a little more secure with the VPN? Yeah. But is it a good idea to live stream with a VPN? No. I guess it's not. Especially if it decides to just go down and stop working for no frickin' reason. And you lose your stream and all your viewers. I have no idea how many viewers I had when it died. But it's like you gotta start over. Oh, you did? That's funny. Soup keeps beating me at my own game, like posting the links. Well, thank you, though. I appreciate that. It's very thoughtful. Oh, yeah. I must have killed like 5 thought guards or horror guards while I was link dead because I finished the quest. But I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer, especially since I had to start a whole second stream. I don't know what's worse, like having a stream and having nobody show up for it, or having a stream, people show up for it, but then you lose your connection. It'd be really cool if there was a way to sort of reclaim the stream that I was on, you know? But I guess that's not a thing. And like, I don't even want to retweet this one, so I might not get that many people. Oh, hey, we're at 8:04 at the moment. I'm sure there'll be like a couple of people that decide, never mind, and leave like they always do. I would rather someone just not hit follow if they're just going to hit follow and then leave. So, how does the image look? Is it better now, like my image in the corner, than it was before, where it was sort of washed out all the time? I don't know. I like it more this way, but I'd love to hear a second opinion. And oh yeah, let's like try to see. I get a flawed something or other, and I have an ornate. I guess I'll grab a combatant's cloak for the ranger. Looks clear to me. Okay, cool. Thank you. For the enchanter, we got rough, ornate, flawed. So I guess I'm going to need a belt for the enchanter, because their belt was still rough. And the cleric has flawed shoulders, ornate back, rough belt, so they also need to get the flawed belt. All right. Yeah, that whole crash thing or whatever the hell. I mean, it didn't even crash. That's the weird part. Like, Everquest seemed to still be running fine. It didn't even, like, I have the little you know, the little green line in the top left corner that shows like your connection and your bandwidth and all that, or whatever it is. That line stayed green. It didn't break. So I don't know what happened. It usually, you know, if you lose your connection, that is the first thing to show you that you lost it. But who knows? Try to see if I got some enchanter spells to memorize. Yeah, I was playing this crew earlier today in Sibyllus, and I did a little bit of a stream then. And I got new weapons for everybody since that. Spent some time in POK, and I had Fez make everybody weapons. So now I have, excuse me. I have intricate longsword, and it procs a little bit of a heal. It's got some attack and hit point and mana regen on each sword. The ratio is not great, but it's got stats. So what's funny is the ratio on the cleric's weapon is better. But I guess they need a better ratio because their attack is going to be crap. Theirs is 1825, which is phenomenal. The ratio is 0.72, and they have an intricate hammer, while the Ranger has intricate longswords. So it's the same level weapon. It's just because this is a priest, you know. And the enchanter, they have an intricate reinforced baton, but I actually gave this one an ornament, which looks like this, because this is, look at what the baton looks like without the ornament. It looks like a freaking stick. Just a stick with bark left on it. So yeah, for sure I needed that ornament to make it look like something. I didn't want to be running around with a stick. I'm an enchanter. I'm going to hit you with my stick. So I guess I'm going to haste everybody. I wish I would have thought to fix my image sooner, because I have so many videos now where my image on the videos looks kind of washed out and stuff. I'm gonna have to re-watch that stream later to see exactly when it stopped transmitting, because I noticed something was wrong when I tried to loot a corpse and it didn't let me loot anything. Oh, I got some yttrium ore. That ore really does make nice weapons. It's just a shame that the meteor dust is such a pain in the butt, and it only drops off of certain mobs. I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could try to, like, leave one of my high-level guys camped there 24/7. But I don't know. There's other loot I'd rather have. So spend that much energy just in making twink weapons for alts. I mean, I'm sure if anybody joined the guild, it would make them happy, but oh, I did get a dagger off of one of them Shisar in the temple, though. So I'm going to try to combine that with some of that green metal and see what I get. It's the first time I actually got a one-handed weapon out of that whole thing. So it'll probably make for a very nice caster weapon with all those hit points and mana. I'm really salty that that happened, folks. I don't know how long I'll be able to handle this stream, though. We'll see what happens, I guess. So yeah, hippie, you'll be more than I more than welcome you streaming tonight. Joby Wan. Now that I'm on FV, I tried equipping a Defiant piece and it asked for confirmation. The no trade flag wasn't set, so not sure what the warning was for. It does that. It's still a tunable. It just doesn't become no trade. Um, so, like, for example, if you get a used piece of Defiant, like, let's say I had some Defiant and I outgrew it and you were able to use it, so I gave it to you. Since I had worn it, you wouldn't get the warning at all, but you would still get to equip it, right? Because nothing becomes no drop over here unless it's no drop to begin with. But if you get a brand new piece of Defiant that no one's ever used, then it's always going to ask for that confirmation. Which I think it's just a game mechanic. I think it would be too much trouble to remove it just for one server. But welcome to Fronavi if you just, recently joined. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it till like 7. I'll be happy if I can make it until 4 or 5 at least, though. The only thing that I'll feel kind of bad, because if I'm sleeping, I'm obviously gonna miss Hippie's stream. I'll try to catch one live soon, though. I did watch the recording of yours, and thank you for the kind words and the shout out. I started a guild to hold my alts. It's called Compact Crusaders. Only gnomes, halflings, and dwarves allowed. Haha, nice. I see. That sounds like a fun guild idea. It's like only short people. I like people who get creative with names and stuff. Sometimes I'll try to make like pun type names, but it can be difficult. I think the best thing I ever could come up with is calling a druid Daisy Pusher, which could have like, two meanings. Because they're like a flower pusher, or they die a lot. I think the XP here is pretty good. I just got 2.5% from that last kill. The gnome face. I need to contact YouTube and consider like redoing my emojis, because I really want to make new ones. Made a bard named non-vocal. It's my level of humor. That's funny, Acid Spark. Oh, I once had a bard and I named him Barry, and his last name was Mana Low. So, you know, double meaning, a pun name. Aw, man. See, I was trying to pacify that guy, but it just didn't take. I don't know if it resisted or what. Well, no, it didn't resist. It worked. It was just when I pulled him, he yanked his buddy along for the ride. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Mine was pretty good until I lost connection. But I think I'm still alright. I'm recovering. Not gonna let it get me down. RFL Volterra said, I had an erudite wizard on Red P99 called Huh. I thought they were pretty strict about names over there on P99. I would never use a funky name over there, because those guys mean business. I've seen people get away with way more ridiculous names here on live, because, I don't know, it seems like Daybreak kind of gave up on life. Anyway, yeah. Anything else going on, folks? Any good times, good stories, good vibes? I'm still recovering from losing my connection. Soup is coding. Cool. See, I like the idea that you added different rooms to that. And maybe what you could always do is add like another room, like a a third room where it builds up a little more, so a player has a chance to build up to get to that last room, and you know, if they have a couple of levels, they can survive. And you could make it where if they screw up, like if they don't heal their tank, that they for sure die. But if they play, you know, intelligently and heal their tank, then they can survive. But you don't have to make it where even if they play like crap or, you know, don't know what they're doing, that they still live, because that's not really a challenge. But before, no matter like what I was doing, I would die every time in that throne room. And it just wasn't a good time. Oh, Pacify got resisted. We're at level 54 now. Had I thought the XP was this good here, I'm going to come here sooner. But I guess it is an indoor zone. And I think indoor zones are usually pretty good on XP. I might need to head over to the grocery store today at some point. Pick me up some, I don't know, something with sugar in it, man. All right, I think we're going to go this way. There's fewer. Yeah, Halloween candy should be cheap. That's true. Although I'm more just in the mood for like a pastry, like a donut. Beer. Yeah, I'm not so much in a beer mood right now. More just, I don't know. I'd even go for like just a croissant. Doesn't even have to be sweet. I managed to get a Dusty Sora's pouch for Dabria earlier today, so that was kind of cool. It took hours, but I was glad when I finally dropped. I had like my necromancer sitting there. Acid spark, don't need that candy. I'm losing weight, no sabotage. No, I get it. Well, I'm not losing weight. I'm probably gaining, but you know. Are J boots worth getting? I mean, I don't know. The XP bonus here is pretty good, and you could probably get to 51, where you can get run speed 3 pretty quick. And it really just depends. 112 pounds since February. That's amazing. What's your thing? What's your specific diet or lots of exercise, or what are you doing? If it's exercise, I don't know if I'd have the willpower. Um, but yeah, Joby One, if you end up on Fronavi with a character and you want, let me know. I just the other day I made a bunch of Spirit of the Wolf potions on my shaman. And if you just tell me the character name, especially if you're in the Discord, you could just send me a message or whatever, and I will try to get you some of those Spirit of the Wolf potions. You'd be welcome to them, and hopefully they'd last until you hit 51 and get your run speed 3. Did I get myself poison? I don't think I did. I went and got like weapons and stuff, but I didn't get poison. Acid Spark said, "Doctor put me on a medication that makes it easier to not overeat. No real exercise apart from walking. Still, I should be walking more, and I haven't even been able to get myself to do that. Part of it is that I'm kind of afraid to go outside because of the neighborhood I live in. I think I'd rather be fat and alive than try to get slim and get stabbed to death or something, or shot. So, you know." Well, that's cool. Now, is the medication like non-habit forming? Will you be able to stop taking it at some point, and then just be okay, or is it something you might have to take for the rest of your life? That's one of my concerns about any medication is like, if it's something that you can take and stop taking without any real consequences, then I'd say that's a great medication. But those medications that they say, well, once you start, you can never ever stop, then I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. Because then what happens if you lose your health insurance or something like that, and then suddenly you can't afford it? It's like you're gonna die because you're on this medication and can't buy more. Stuff like that's always got me concerned. Yeah, well, that's understandable. I mean, as long as you're able to stop if you have to, like if you lost your your health insurance or something like that, those things are always in the back of my mind. I don't know. I've just always, you're talking to someone who's always pretty much broke, you know? And sometimes, like, the harder you work, the less you have, or the less you make, and it can be all very frustrating. And getting back to what Joby1 asked earlier, too, about the J Boots, uh, during the anniversary event, which happens in March, I believe it's March, uh, you have fabled journeyman boots that drop off in the Gina, and those are actually better than the old J boots. But you might be able to even find the Ring of the Ancients in the bazaar, because here on Fair Nevi, the Ring of the Ancients is not no drop. So sometimes people, they get one, they don't need it, they'll sell it in the bazaar. I might even have one somewhere, and if I do, I can try to find it for you. Hey, Grando, welcome. So at least you're getting a stream, and if I don't make it till tonight, Hippie might be streaming, so he could take my spot. I was also talking to him, like, if there's ever a time where I can't stream on a Saturday, I said when maybe he could stream instead and he could take the group out. You know, I think that would be kind of cool, and that actually helps me out a lot. It it takes some of the pressure off. Oh, there's a wolf over here. I guess it's a druid. I think I'm gonna go to POK. I don't know. I could stay here for a little while longer and try to get another level. What do you guys think? What is this guy doing? Oh, it's a mercenary. It's a mercenary that has no idea where the heck they're going. Fresh tune time. There's nothing more fun than making a fresh tune. Okay, let's see if I can cross this bridge just as good leaving as I did when I got here. Ugh, I'm getting close to the edge. There we go. Made it. We did it. We did it. We survived. Oh, is that getting attacked by a mushroom? Jeez. I'd be down for you to re-roll another tune, explore starting zones, tell stories. Oh wow, really? That's interesting. You make it sound sometimes like you barely ever have to do work at all, but I guess maybe you have days where you have nothing but work. I can see how that could be a thing. I think I could take on 3 mushrooms if they all aggro. If I can even pull one. Thursday is slammed, rest of the week is slow. Oh, that's weird. So why on a Thursday? That seems kind of random. Paid to skip lunch, or are you just as good? Or are you just a good employee? Yeah, skipping lunch can be rough. Salary pay. Wow, I'm just aggroing everything. I hope just didn't steal that guy's mobs, like inadvertently. Oh, every Thursday you got to do a presentation for the VP director and your boss. Well, that sounds tough. And the reports don't come in until Wednesday evening. Well, that hardly seems fair. It's like you barely have anything to do all week, and then like you have like 24 hours of terror. That just doesn't seem like a good time. Sounds like you're LARPing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna gate. So I'll do Throne of Heroes on the Ranger. Gate on the Cleric and the Enchanter. Do it for 13 years and it's not so bad. I automated a lot of the grunt work. It's good, you know. It's you shouldn't be grunting. So I stayed up a lot later than I have been, at least, considering I've been up all night. So hopefully I'll eventually get better. But I'm starting to get kind of loopy. Grando said they don't know I automated it. Let's just hope they're not interested in watching live streams about Everquest. I mean, one would think they would just be happy that you found a very efficient way to do the work, you know? Nice. I still haven't seen that show, The Witcher. Like, people have told me that it's pretty good. I don't know. There's a lot of uh, modern shows that I just haven't seen. I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars shows, and I know that a lot of people hate all the movies, but people have said that the Mandalorian at least was really good. Anyway, um, yeah, I might take like a lunch break. I don't know if I'll come back later or not. Yeah, um, maybe I could use some, but at the same time, like I said, I'm trying to force myself to stay up because I kind of don't want to be taking all these ridiculous naps in the middle of the day, and then I end up sleeping too much, and I get up at like 11 p.m. and then I'm just up all night long, and that's not great. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I just hate that I let it get to this point where I have to do that because it's such a pain in the ass. But hey, I feel kind of productive. I made a video. I did 2 live streams, and and I did some work on the this little banner at the top. So I think it's all pretty good. And the banner, I got the idea from Hippie because he has like a sort of you know, a banner on his, but his is on the bottom and it's opaque. I just made mine alpha. But anyway, thanks everybody for joining me. I appreciate you. It was a good time. And I don't know. Maybe I'll take a nap so I can check out Hippie's stream tonight. I'd like to try to make it to one of the live ones. But yeah, I might actually try to hit up a grocery store. I gotta buy more food. I want some biscuits or something, and maybe some sausage to make breakfast tomorrow. So I'll see everybody later. Thank you again. Bye.